Well, about 5 hours from now, Kansas City, Kansas Mayor Mark Holland will give the state of the government.
And we're pleased to welcome the mayor here to our studios this morning. Thanks for joining us, Mayor.
Thank you for having me.
Well, tell us about what are you going to be announcing today? What will be in your address? What are some of your top priorities this year?
Well, top priorities continue to be tax reduction. We had a great start last year. Of course, we're committed to responsible tax reduction. We've not seen that entirely in Kansas. But we are taking it down a little bit at a time. We're going to do that again this summer. We're also going to announce the most investment in a 4-year period ever in Kansas City, Kansas, $2.8 billion and 11,000 new jobs. Very exciting stuff.
Wow.
This has been a big decade for KCK and Wyandotte County, a lot of new development we've seen. As a county, how do you address what's great for the county when we talk about the border war versus what's great for the entire area? That's got to be a balance.
That does have to be a balance. And one of the things that we're really committed to as we're trying to grow our economy, the border war has been this challenging anomaly based on the juxtaposition of the two halves of the metro area in Kansas and Missouri, and the states competing. I don't think the cities compete against each other because we know what's good for the metro is what's good for us is good for the metro and vice versa. So trying to balance that is really been a key. But one of the things I think is the best for the metro area is a healthy Wyandotte County. Wyandotte County has been behind for a number of years, and to see the new growth and resurgence, the job creation that's benefiting the whole metro area, I think that's been beneficial for everybody.
The American Royal coming, huge news.
American Royal coming, huge news. It's an exciting time. Western Wyandotte continues with the American Royal to be our cash cow out west.
So talk about crime, an issue like it is in many cities. How are you trying to address crime to bring down those numbers?
Well, it's really two elements. One, we've got to make sure our police officers have the best equipment, have the best training, and we're hiring the right people, and we certainly have. We have great people on the street. We have a great chief, and we're attacking crime using a lot of new technology. We're working on body cameras now. There's just a lot of new technology, statistical analysis that's helping be smarter about addressing it, but we're also looking at a lot of the underlying, I mean, that's kind of the short term, the underlying issues around poverty, addiction, and mental health, and making sure that people are early on are getting help that they need, and that we're continuing to have a robust education system and workforce development. Because my experience with kids is if they have a path to a career, they're not going to choose drugs and crime. And we've got to not only deal with the issues we have immediately, but look upstream at how we can improve things for the next generation.
Some of those factors you talk about certainly play into the county's battle with health rankings for several years now, one of the lowest in the state for health rankings. How do you as a county start to change that or continue to change that? Well,
we do it, again, it's multifaceted. Healthy Communities Wyandotte has been working since 2009. It's more than 100 organizations working together. That's leveraged over $8 million in grants to work in specific areas around healthy infrastructure, access to health care, on the ground with making sure people are making healthier choices and having healthier options for food and food access. But it's also about advocacy. We really need the state of Kansas to expand Medicaid. People are literally dying without health care. And we really need the federal government to protect the Affordable Care Act. We have 9,000 residents in Kansas City, Kansas, who are under the Affordable Care Act right now, and kicking them out of the system is going to continue a downward spiral, especially for the poor, not only in Wyandotte County, but around our region.
So to get some of the things done that you want to get done, you'll need the Unified Government Commissioners. How difficult will that be after the police investigation into you and one of the commissioners?
A police investigation. We've had a great commission in terms of collaboration. When you look at, people didn't elect everyone to be friends or to be enemies. They elected us to get a job done. And when you look at the collaborative effort we've done on the budget, and you've looked at the collaborative effort we've had around economic development, really the commission has been hitting on all cylinders. Our budget votes have been consensus votes, nearly unanimous. And even on our union contracts, we've had a consensus vote on all of our union contracts. So you look at how the commission is functioning together, it's a very high functioning group and doing very well together.
Well, whatever did happen in November with you and that commissioner?
There was a disagreement, and there were some there was some exchange of words that I felt like he attacked me and a police officer, and the police investigated it.
Any charges come from that, or did it get physical?
The police decided not to file any charges. I've decided not to file any charges. We decided to move on, and we have moved on, and things are going very well.
All right.
Yeah.
Mayor Mark Holland, thanks so much for joining us.
You bet.
And you're going to be giving your speech today at noon. Where can people see that?
You can see it live on UGTV if you live in Kansas City, Kansas, or Wyandotte County. You can also see it live on Facebook at Mayor Mark Holland, or you can see it on YouTube at the Unified Government Channel.
All right.
Thank you,
Thanks so
Mayor.
much for being here.
You bet.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.